for joining Out the Mud podcast. Yours truly, OTM Coach B here. You can follow me on all social media platforms. I'm literally everywhere: Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, YouTube. Out the Mud podcast. Every episode is on there. I did the John Morant one, got a little bit of feedback off of that. What I'm saying? Shout out to all the previous guests that I've had in the past. And for the future guests, that's going to hop on. It's always appreciated. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. But tonight, you feel me? I had to. This is something that I feel like is like 2-3 years in the making. I got my boy here with me. You feel me? I made sure, out of respect for him, I brought the pill out. 5 points of pressure. You know what I'm saying? High and tight. Had to make sure I had my boy. Show love to my boy. This is one of my teammates that I met. Just to give y'all a little bit of backstory, I met this guy. I believe it was 2014.
Yep.
Season of 2014. It was our senior year at West Virginia State. Shout out to West Virginia State University, small little school, Division II in Institute, West Virginia. And I met him. And it's a wild way that I met him. Y'all gonna be this probably a typical story of how two brothers meet up, from the locker room days. So, I'm coming in. I didn't stay for the summer. I came back probably like 2 weeks before camp, because I was dealing with a lot of whatever. But you coming in off of a pretty solid junior year, coming into your senior year, you think you that bull, you kind of, you poking your chest out a little bit. And I was, everybody does it. You know what I mean? So we actually ended up having a little kickback at one of the homies' crib, who was another transfer. Shout out to Twin and Josh Keiko. You know what I mean? We probably gonna do a lot of name dropping tonight, just to let y'all know. But yeah, Twin and Josh had a kickback. I pull up, So I pull up, and it's normal kickback, college style. People in the kitchen drinking, people outside on the balcony smoking, doing all that stuff. And then there's this one dark skinned bull that's in the center of like, they got like this little room, because it's a college room, it's a college house, so like it ain't a lot of furniture. So like it's a lot of space. And it's this one bull that's sitting in the middle of the room playing 2K, while everybody else is like wilding out, having a good time, drinking, smoking, the whole nine. And it's this one dark skinned bull that's just playing 2K, and I've never seen him before. So I'm like, yo, who is this bull? So I walk over, and I think you might have been playing with somebody. You might have been you might have just hopped on the game and was just by yourself. I don't know. I mean,
it might have.
For me.
That kind of sound like me. So it might have been that, bro.
Yeah, I was like, who is this bull? So I walk over to him. I'm like, yo, what's up, yo? What's your name? He was like, yeah, I'm Talir. And I was like, oh, all right, that's what's up. I'm Benny, whatever, where you from and all that. He said, I'm from Camden. And I look at him, and like, y'all see how I look right now. I got the line up. I had to get right for the bro, through the all black on for him, because that's all he wears, black.
Funny, bro. I thought about wearing a black tee. Literally,
bro. See, I pay homage.
Crazy.
I pay homage to my bro. You know what I'm saying? He always throwing the black. He always got on all black.
Literally,
fresh shape up line, everything. This was before the beards. But anyway, so he had the, the fresh line. Look at him. He's like, yeah, what's your name? He's like, my name's Talir, Satterfield or whatever. And I'm like, oh, all right, word, because my last name Benefit. Word, you from Jersey? I'm from, yeah. And we just get to rapping. And like from that point, like, it's like an instant, it's very rare you had those instant connections. And like we had an instant connection. And like it was consistent throughout the whole season. I'm talking training camp, all the way through from the first game to the final game. Like we just always linked. It was never like you just came in, you were super chill, super humble. You was like, yeah, I just came from FIU or whatever, but you wasn't trying to make it about coming from a D1 school. You didn't put yourself above the program, and you just grinded it out. And I always respected that. So with that being said, again, I pretty much gave somewhat of the intro, but I'm saying, straight out of Camden, representing Camden, New Jersey faithfully. Former Team USA world champion, former athlete in overseas in Europe. Now he's a running back coach. He brought it back home. He's representing the youth, got his first championship ring. So we're going to clap it up for that, for my dog, Talir Satterfield. What's
my
up,
brother?
King?
Appreciate you, man. That was amazing, bro. Happy to be here, my brother.
Yes, sir, man. I got the pill too. I said I'm gonna do 5 points of pressure for my dog, man. You know what I mean? I make sure I got him
Ah,
right. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this, bro. We just gonna kind of just go off the script a
yeah,
little bit.
wherever
How
you want
many
to rock
times
with
have
it.
you fumbled in your career, like that you can remember? Because I only got one, and that shit hurts to this day. Fairmont, I'll never forget it. Have you like how many career fumbles do you got?
High
Because I
school,
don't
bro.
remember you fumble. I'm only asking because I don't remember you fumbling ever at state.
Yeah, as state, bro. Honestly, I can't think of one. That's been a little minute. People probably watching like that nigga fumbled before, but I really can't think of one time at state, bro. Because specifically in high school, I started as a sophomore, like early, and my running back coach and my head coach kind of gave me that opportunity because I was, a little bit of advanced at that time. I would say, bro, 15. I was already like 160. I was running track, so I had some speed, but I was always loose with the ball, bro. Like always. My favorite player was Reggie Bush and LaShawn McCoy. You know they here with it.
Yeah, they way out here. They don't 5 points don't mean nothing to them.
Never cared about it. So,
Yeah.
that year that was just a point of emphasis. Like rip the ball from them. Like every practice. Like everybody's coming for the ball. Like basically what I'm saying is that was a point of emphasis to not fumble, bro. And I kinda just carried what I learned that year and just kinda just stood on that. And now I preach that as a coach too. You feel me? So
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
bro.
like I don't remember you ever fumbling like ever. I mean, I caught the pill up once in Fairmont. Never forget it.
I don't even
I
remember
be
that play, honestly, bro.
well, that was before you. That was junior year.
Okay,
So
okay, okay.
so how it happened was it was crazy because I never fumbled in high school and I never fumbled in college up to that point. I caught a hitch, shook the corner right. You know, I wasn't the fastest boy. I wasn't a burner. I mean, I'm old enough now to like understand I was not the fastest dude. So I shook him.
Sometimes that ain't necessary though, but yeah.
And of course, respectfully. But I shook him, and as I was getting ready to get upfield, I was about to get back in motion. Bull came behind me and punched it out. And then what made it so bad, bro, was he punched it out, and like he fell on top of me, pause, and like he like bear crawled on my back and like said some shit like, "Yeah, pussy in your ear." And dog, when I say that shit, piss. Like to this day, bro, all the touchdowns, all the shit, that fumble, and that's why I wanted to ask you that because like as a back, it's like I done did a lot of shit. I done ran the wrong route. I done got smoked. I done, you know what I mean? But when I
Mm-hmm.
fumbled, dog,
It's different. Hit
that shit
different.
hurt. It hurt. And when he climbed over top of me and was like, "Yeah, pussy," I'll never forget it. Now, mind you, I had 100 yards in the first half after that,
Oh well,
so we're
come on
not
now.
even going to leave
Come
that
on
out.
now. Come on now.
But yeah, but when I heard that, I was like, yo, that's yo, all right, yo, like that. But that shit hurt. So that's why I wanted to issue that because I was like, I wanted because I don't never remember you fumbling ever at state. You was always ball security was it for you, and but
Definitely.
you know what I mean? We going backwards because you know what I'm saying if you I know you probably tapped in for sure, but like
Mm-hmm.
this is all just about reflection. You know what I'm saying? And I know kind of a lot about you already, but like tell me like Camden, bro. Like I drove through Camden a few times going to Cherry Hill, and like I was in Philly, bro. So you already know how that looked, but
Mm-hmm.
Camden was different. And I'm talking about this was 2 years ago. So like for you, why is Camden why like tell me the experiences growing up in Camden and then why do you continuously lean on it being this you want to represent Camden? Like what caused all that? How was that whole situation growing up in Camden?
Well, bro, Camden, it ain't, it's a hood. You feel me? A hood, just like a lot of other states got hoods. You know what I'm saying? But Camden specifically, they kind of was known for being a murder capital at one point. I really know people who still speak on that in a way where it's like something to boast about. You feel me?
Mm,
And I never really was that, bro. Like I'm from here, but I never wanted to be of it. You get what I'm
mm,
saying, bro? Like
mm,
it's my foundation. It's where I'm from. It's where all my family from. But my family specifically out here, bro, we're known for, doing positive things. Like my aunt is a track coach at Camden High. She's been coaching there for 30 plus years. She's in the Hall of Fame. I got an
Oh,
uncle
word.
that's
That's
in
what's
the
up.
Football Hall of Fame. My brother, everybody, every single, you know, athlete in my family came from Camden High School. And it's crazy enough, I'm the only one that didn't go to Camden High School. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of
Mm.
always wanted to get into your second question. I kind of always wanted to get back and really, kind of dig in on the positive side of being from here. You know what I'm saying? Like I can relate to the kids. You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty much the go-to because they know I've been through it. I'm still here. I accomplished a lot, and I never forgot my city. You feel what I'm
Mm.
saying? So that's really what that is, bro. Just being from here and just trying to give back in a more positive way, a way I would have liked to see as a middle schooler. You know what I'm saying? Like a
Right.
young dude that accomplished some things from where I'm from and I could relate. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of being
Right.
that person that I wanted, bro, growing up, for real, for real.
Yeah, because you said something too that's like, I mean, that's an early gem. You was like, I'm from here, but I ain't want to really like live up to that kind of lifestyle. And like, I mean, obviously a lot of people fall into that trap. So like, how did you not fall into that trap? Because it probably could have been real simple for you to fall in that trap with
Oh,
whatever
easily.
you were seeing on a daily basis. Right. So like how do you, I guess what I want to accomplish out of this is that like we just producing messages based off of experiences. So like you talking to a youngin right now, especially like even like with your players, like how do you not fall into that trap?
Really, for
Especially
me,
at a
bro.
young age for you.
For me, I kind of always knew I wanted to be an athlete, bro. Like I really was that kid, like that started sports real young. Like I started playing football at 5. So I was just a sports fanatic. You get what I'm saying? And that kind of helped me because even when my homies was getting in the mix, and I mean I was in the mix a little bit too. We don't got to speak on that too much, but I always had like a vision to really like surpass what was going on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And sports, honestly, if it wasn't for sports, who knows, bro? Because
Mm.
I went to all the elementary schools, I went to the middle schools, I lost a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But really just focusing on getting better as an athlete, bro. Like
Mm.
really locking in on that and just going from there, bro. Honestly.
You not only child, right? You got
Yeah,
a couple
I got older
brothers.
brother. I have a younger brother on my dad's side, and I got a younger sister on my dad's side too.
Was y'all all in the house together when y'all was
Nah,
young?
just me and my older brother.
Hmm.
Yeah, just
Got you.
me and big bro.
So when you were saying the mix, like I mean, we just gonna have a real conversation. Like, what type of things was going on? Because like, I mean, it's a transparency like moment. Like, was it to the point where like you was really like making moves like around your area, and because you saying you was in the mix, but you didn't end up falling in that trap. But there had to be something that you seen, or you could give me an experience, give us an experience that you seen where that was the defining moment. Like, whoa, I got to get up out of here. Like, what was really when you say getting in the mix? Like, what type of things was going on?
Just not, just like little middle school beefs and
Mm,
fights, and it ain't crazy enough, bro. Like we around the same age. It wasn't as many shootings, bro, as it is
yeah,
nowadays.
right,
Philly, Jersey, wherever. Niggas,
right.
sorry if I can't say niggas, I don't know, but
No,
we used
you
to we
good?
used to knuckle up, bro. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
a lot of fights and really just stuff like that. I dibbled and dabbled with weed, selling weed a little bit, but it
Right.
was never, I really like put emphasis on wanting to be like different. And a lot of it was just natural too. Like I wanted to be different, but I guess I was blessed with some talents that kind of like helped me on that path.
Mm,
You feel me, bro?
right. So you
Yeah.
picked up a ball you said you started playing at 5.
5, bro, and also running track too.
Mm,
Both at 5, bro. My mom just kind of knew, like, yeah, he's athletic. Like, let's put him in something. And then I already had it in my blood. My
Right.
dad, um, he's a Hall of Famer at Sterling High School. It's just a local high school, maybe like 20 minutes from Camden. In the hurdles, he actually ran against Carl Lewis, if you're familiar with, the
Definitely.
Olympian
That's a
Carl
legend.
Lewis.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
You
kind of
know
always
that's my
been
frat
locked in
brother,
on
right?
that, bro. Huh?
You know that's my frat brother, Carl Lewis. He's an alpha.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, he's an alpha.
That's
That's a
crazy.
OTM fun fact. Yeah, he's an alpha.
That's dope.
Um, so then, you know what I'm saying, you walk, so you getting it through now, you in track and all that. Mom Dukes put you in track and then put you in football. Like at some point you probably got to a point where you was like, all right, I can really like I know, like I think I'm kind of good, but now I'm like really good. Was it a coach? Was it a game? Was it like a situation? Like besides when you saying Mom Dukes was like the one that was like, oh yeah, he got to get into some sports. What was the moment for you? What was the coach, if there was one, that was like, all right, like this is the breakdown, this is what you got to do, and then boom, 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 and this is, we're talking through high school. Like who was that?
Well, I could go back as far as Little League, bro, because something happened. Not happened, but it was my first year playing. I played like defensive end, tight end. They kind of throw you on the line. Feel
Mm-hmm.
me? They don't really know how you can
Give
move,
you the
and it's
double
just
stripe.
like,
You know what I'm saying? You got the big ass face mask.
you feel me? Like,
I had that
bro,
shit.
crazy, bro.
Yo.
So, that year I just kind of just learned the game, bro, and because I really ain't really understand it. I just used to play catch with my brother in the middle of the street, my cousins. Really just learning the game that year. But then that following year, my second year ever playing, 6 years old, turning 7, I got switched to running back, and that's kind of when, um, I guess, my elders, people could see like, oh, he might have some. I didn't know. I'm 6'7". I'm just having fun.
Right.
But I scored 5 touchdowns in one game at 6.
Damn.
So it was like, I remember, the league I was in. So basically, it's a league, Pensauken, PYAA, Pensauken Youth Athletic Association.
Okay.
God shout them out. Um, it was a league we kind of all played against each other. Like each team had a different color, and I was on a green team for whatever reason. And yeah, we was playing the red team, and I remember just going crazy that day. Like just darn near every time I got the ball, it was a touchdown, bro. So after that, a lot of coaches, it's like he might be next, and I kind of
Mm-hmm.
started to hear it a little bit, but I still don't know. I'm young and just really having fun. But yeah, high school is when I felt like I got a chance to really,
Mm-hmm.
get to a high level. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like I spoke on earlier, just being able to play early, bro. Like
Yeah.
as a freshman, I got a few varsity reps. Sophomore, I started varsity. So, it just kind of got better and better
Was this
from
at
there, bro.
was this at Camden High,
Nah, this
or
is
was
at
you at
Pensauken High School, bro.
Pensauken High
Pensauken
School?
High.
Oh, okay. All right, Pensauken High. So now, what then? Like the recruiting process? Because so like for me, I wasn't a qualifier, so I couldn't go D1. And I didn't really have the no, like shout out, to my uncle Daryl, who was with me through the whole process with recruiting. But I didn't really have the layers of resources to make it to like to at least get enough in my bucket to say, okay, I can pick from here, there, and the third. But for you, you know what I mean? And we're gonna get into moms and how important she is. That goes without saying. But when you really started to get these noticed and start getting, you starting a sophomore, which is like prime. Like if you want to go D1, you want to get that next level. Sophomore year is like the prime year of high school.
Definitely.
Like when did them offers start coming in, and like was it you doing a lot of your own research, or was it like you was kind of picking from different coaches? Was there's like coaches, was there's resources there? Like how did all this ended up happening for you, and like how many offers did you end up collecting and going? Just walk me through the whole process of your recruiting and where
No,
you,
I get it.
when you ended up
It's
making your
funny
decision.
enough too, bro. I just moved back in my house, right? So, I went in my storage unit and all of that, bro. I
Mm-hmm.
found all of my letters from high school. I got them upstairs right now. I ain't about to
That's
do all
tough.
that unless it's needed. You feel
That's
me?
tough.
But yeah, it got. I would say my junior year, bro. Junior year, cause sophomore year, I ended up getting hurt too. But I had like crazy first half of the season. End up still getting all conference. I only played half of that season, but that sophomore year, they just start rolling in, bro. I can't even tell you like how or who I can. I really don't even got an answer for that, bro. I don't know if they just found me or my
Yeah,
head coach
because we
was
didn't have huddle. We didn't have
none of
none of
that,
that.
bro. None of that.
Twitter was kind of a what thing, but it wasn't like Twitter's an engine right now. You know that. Like
Definitely.
we didn't have none of that. So like they was how was you said they was sending you letters? Like was they
Yeah,
coming
it
to the
was.
school?
Yup, it was all of that, bro. It started with just letters, um, and I can touch on. It was good seeing them letters, bro, but realistically, that might have been one of the worst things for me at that time, bro, because
Mm,
we'll get to it. Um, I was just young, feeling myself. I was, the best player, one of the best players, all of that. And it ain't help coming in the homeroom every day and seeing a stack of letters Tennessee, freaking Temple, Penn State, Iowa, all of these schools, reaching out to me every day. I'm walking into school. I got my classmates opening my letters. Oh, this school offered you. Oh. And what that does to a young brain that I realize now
mm,
at 31, bro, it just fed my ego. So if I'm waking up, going to school, being there at 7:05, and I see a personal letter written from a head coach on a Division 1 level, that might alter how you go about the rest of your day, bro. You know what I'm saying? And for me, it didn't really help because ultimately, we'll get there, but I had to go to junior college because I didn't qualify to get into them D1 schools. You get what I'm saying,
mm,
bro? I had them all, had the
mm-hmm.
world sitting right here on the platter, but just being young and dumb and focusing on the wrong things, bro. Um, yeah, that was one of the toughest, things to deal with, knowing that I didn't qualify and I still had all of those opportunities and I just ain't take advantage of it.
Did you like when you were you a qualifier and then you just kind of like just the hype and because I mean you're right, the ego, like you walking in the homeroom, you got all these others, because honestly it's crazy you even brought that up, is because I can give you kind of the reverse of it for me, because I wasn't getting them offers but others was. Like our junior class was loaded, and like our quarterback, he ended up committing to JMU and playing corner, which is crazy. Like
Mm,
that's you don't even think a quarterback can end up switching the corner, but he
right,
was.
right.
But like they was getting NC State, JMU, Penn State, like Rutgers, like all these top five camps, like senior year. Like I was here, and a lot of the coaches was coming in, and they was talking to the juniors, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like damn, like so from that standpoint, like my ego that kind of hurt me a little bit, and like hurt like my confidence. I mean, it did help me like want to grind and like really try to
Mm-hmm.
work hard. But like for you, it's crazy that you said that like it was the opposite. Like you was getting all this love, and typically it would be like, I want to be like, I'm saying, humble, but it looks like you saying you was, it kind of like fed the ego up to a point where it kind of like put everything on back now on the back burner.
Literally,
Is
bro.
it? So like, was it? Were you like before that started happening? Were you like high on grades? Was school important, or was it just kind of like you didn't really know? Because I know I didn't, like the whole science of being recruited, and then like when did you find out you wouldn't qualify, and like what happened then, like emotionally for you?
So I had okay grades, bro. I never, well, college, that's when I really, you know what I mean, Dean's Lits, all of that. But
Mm-hmm.
high school, bro, I really never had good grades like that, like C's and B's. And that was passing. You know what I mean? I could
Yeah,
play the next season. That's really how my mind worked
that's how it was,
at that
right?
time, bro.
What was y'all minimum? Because ours was a 175. Like, what was y'all minimum to stay on the team?
I think it was a 2-0.
Okay.
I think it was a
Ours was a
2-0, and I
7-5.
would always like,
Barely scratched the surface.
bro, bro, barely,
Yeah.
barely,
I get it. Yo, it's so bad. I get it like a 1.9 and I'll be like, bet.
bro, for real. That's really how
I'm
it was,
like,
bro.
yo, this shit is not gonna get me. Nobody's coming and checking for me with a one
Mm-mm,
nine, yo.
mm-mm. And back to your question, um, see, my mom. I'm like, you gonna hear me reference my mom a lot, bro. Like
Of
that's,
course.
you feel me? That's my best friend. That's my everything. Um, so she would always, you know what I'm saying, you got to get your grades up. You got to get your grades up. But at that time, she didn't understand recruiting either. So all I'm
Mm-hmm.
hearing is get your grades up, get your grades up. I was already trying to avoid that, bro. I was
Yeah.
all like that mindset, that young and just wild. I was already just, you know what I mean? And I could be transparent as a grown man and I don't mind, you know what I mean, speaking on this. But it was just, the mindset was just not, you know, not up to par. And it's
Right.
funny, I just had this conversation with my mom the other day, like, because I seen something on the gram where it was like, you never really know what your mom is thinking and how much you've heard her throughout your life because she loved you enough not to ever share it with you. And I
Mm-hmm.
showed her that, and I'm like, I don't want you to ever feel. I hope you never felt like that. And she was
Mm-hmm.
honest, and she was like, when you was in high school, it was tough for me because you wouldn't listen and blase blase. And I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
dang, you know what I mean? But I just, had to accept that and be accountable for them decisions, my brother.
Yeah, bro. That's the word. I think I'm gonna put that on my headstone when I'm finally called home is accountability because
That
we got
part,
to be
bro.
accountable for each other. Like that's the one thing that your folks, my folks, moms, aunties, they gonna hold you accountable. And I mean, it's no need for us to even go any further. I just
Hmm.
you mentioned your mom and the love the relationship that y'all got. Um, I see it. It's all on Instagram. If you want to share, please do. With just the situation is, she's going through and talk about it from a medical educational standpoint if you can. But before we do that, just tell me, bro. Like I've never met your mom, but I know who you are, and I feel like you're probably the exact same reflection as her.
Literally.
Um, what is? I'm gonna ask you this question because you're a coach too. Because I'm sensitive to it when I see my players in the relationships or lack thereof with their mom,
Hmm.
and even people that are in my life, male and female. I always look at the mom. So, like for you, how much of your mom is of an influence to you? Like how much good bad have you taken from her, and the good? Talk to me about all the things the messages that she's given to you from your young life to the adult life, and then even the things that you probably seen her do that you said you wouldn't do. Like, give me the whole thing, just you guys' relationship, how it works, from being a youngin' to now.
Um. So really, bro, me and Mom Dukes, man, it's really an unbelievable bond, bro. Because I don't really. I'm kind of a loner. Like I'm known, but I'm not really out much. You know that, bro. I don't really do social media much. So a lot of my energy is 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 bouncing off my mom. So we kind of one and the same, bro. Got the
Mm,
same sign for the astrology believers. We got the same exact sign. We got a lot of the same characteristics, and a lot of things she instilled in me, bro, is just like just being positive, being optimistic, always working towards something. Tapping in with yourself. Um, Not really needing outside sources because realistically, bro, all the information we need to improve and get better in life is within ourselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? We could read as many books. Um, we can meditate, which is a great thing. But when you really just, sit with yourself and nitpick and find things to work on to ultimately grow, bro, that might be the best thing somebody can do. You know what I'm saying? one of the things I've done to kind of get to this mental state that I'm at now, because we spoke on my mental state
Mm-hmm.
as a pup. You feel me? And a lot of that is really from my mom, bro. Like, I've been through a lot with her. I've been through a lot. Um, Going through the JUCO process, she would always just send me positive, uplifting messages, bro. Like, it's not even, it's just her, bro. Like, she just, no matter what the scenario is, I think that's, from being from Camden, from being a single parent with two sons. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? Just, she always found a way to just get it done, bro. Like, figure it out, whatever it is. Continue to press forward and just figure it out. And that's really like her motto, bro. You know what I'm saying? Waking up 4 in the morning, going to work, coming home, feeding us. Like, I paid attention to it all. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Because that's really my hero, bro. Like, on
Right.
some 100%, really Mom Dukes, bro.
For sure. I mean, I like, my situation. My mom, she passed in 2016.
Sorry to hear that again, bro. I
And
know, but.
oh yeah, for sure. And I appreciate that, bro. And you never, like, it's crazy because you always look at this. You take the, your mom had at least more of an impact from, a physical standpoint than mine did. But I think both of us can relate to the fact that, like, at the end of the day, bro, like, you really are your mom's child. Like, it's like, I mean, my pops is still around. I still talk to him every day. Like, that's my
Mm-hmm.
dog. Just posted about him. Like, you know what I mean? I'm gonna figure out a way to get him on here. But like, you still are your mom's, like, child, and it's like, you know what I mean? You take so much from them that you realize later. And I had aunts, and I don't know if you did, if you
Mm-hmm.
still do, like,
Mm-hmm.
aunts to kind of like share some of that, you know what I'm saying? That burden of being like that second mother figure.
Yep.
Um, and it's just crazy. Like, when you speak, like, just hearing you talk about her, it's like it's a genuine, like it's coming from a genuine place in your heart. And like, you got a specific spot, like, locked the key just for her. And
Definitely.
like, you talk about her with that, like, that passion that, like, I seen you play with. So like, it's encouraging for me, because it's like, that's why you and I, like, as tight as we are, even though we don't even have to be, you know what I'm saying, chilling or kicking or talking. And it's like, we can just come back on, and it's like we picking up the ball like we never, like,
Mm-hmm.
left,
Mm-hmm.
because of that love that you share for your folks and your mom. And I had the same love. So we two are the same, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, from that standpoint. But I do, if you don't mind, just touch on, and enlighten me too, because like, I always wanted to, like, ask you about it
Yeah.
and check in with you about it, because you did mention she just defeated cancer, which is amazing.
Yep.
um and I think that is, like, first of all, grace of God. You know what I mean? God is, he answered the prayers, obviously. But just, I went through the process of, she had MS, my mom, seeing her kind of in that state, um going through that all the way into the very end. But like, for you, just walk me through, like, how did all this happen? Like, what were the signs? Like, educate everybody on the signs, protocol, things that needs to be done. Like, talk me through that whole process of how all this even happened. Because it's great that now we can speak on it in a positive light, that it's, she beat it. But the beginning, like, what were the signs, bro? Like, what were you noticing, or what was being said to you, and how did we get through this point?
Crazy enough. So, if you knew my mom, I'm gonna try to answer it, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna explain to you why I don't have the answer to signs. She's so, like,
Mm.
strong and so,
You
like,
didn't even really know if she ain't said nothing.
bro.
Yeah.
It was, she just walked in my room one day. Hey, I gotta talk to you, and I'm like, my heart already dropped, like, immediately, because what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, I don't. That's not how we converse. Like, it's light. You feel me? It's
Yeah.
it's just always good energy, or unless we talking about something serious. But she like, I got to talk to you, and I'm like, what's going on? And she pretty much just said it right there. Like, I have kidney cancer. Um, they said that they called. This was just a routine checkup, from what I know. I don't know
Right.
if it was brewing or I don't. I can't even answer that because she's so stubborn and
So she just
strong.
came from like an annual checkup, just a regular. Okay, okay,
Yes. So I guess they obviously after the checkup, then it's like, oh, we noticed something. Now you got to go get more tests.
right,
And then after all the tests was done, that's when she came and told me and my brother. And it's just like, oh, it's here now. Like it's what I'm saying. It's currently going on. Like so at that point, obviously you break down and you start praying and you just asking for healing and all of those things. But outside of that, I just really knew like I gotta be even more of a like even more confident, even more everything, bro. Like I was with her every single day, bro. Like, and that was during COVID too. So it was
mm-hmm.
even more crazier
Mm-hmm.
because the hospitals only allowed certain people to come in, and
Right,
after her surgery, um, they only allowed one family member to come in, bro. One. So she just had to get her kidney removed because the mass grew so big that it covered her whole entire kidney. So they had to
okay,
remove that kidney, obviously, and she already in her 60s, bro. So
yeah.
that took a lot out of her. Um, she lost some weight. Um, it was just a tough time, bro. But her, bro, she gonna find a way, bro. She ain't never looked defeated. She ain't never say nothing about I don't know what's gonna happen. Like it was always like it was confirmed already. Like that helped me a lot because like she already confirmed it in her head that it was like, oh no, this gonna get figured out. Like
Right,
it's not that big of a deal. In reality, it is, but
for
just
sure.
having that comfort and that peace within, like, oh no, I'm gonna get through this. You ain't gotta worry about that. That was the energy the whole time, bro. 60,
Wow.
60 years old, gotta get a kidney removed to still be that positive and that, you know, just strong, bro. That just put something else in me, bro. Honestly,
So what was the things you was having to do for like was there certain meals that you had to like was there certain like times you had to check on her? Like what was
just
your responsibilities? I know you said she was strong
yeah.
mentally, but like there's still like a order of operation, like this has gotta happen at this time, she gotta do this. Like what was some of those things just for people that might have their family members or somebody they dealing with that's going through it that might not even know what this like how to help or how to assist. Like
Right.
what were some of the things you were having to do?
Well, she after the surgery, bro, they kept her, in the hospital. So
Okay.
so it wasn't like at home and I gotta, bring her medicine and stuff like that. Bro, when I
Right.
tell you after the surgery and she was in there for like a week and a half, something like that afterwards, she got out and nothing. Like even her next few doctor's appointments, they was amazed at like how fast she recovered. Like it was, when you have surgery like that can raise your blood
Yeah.
pressure, all different type of things at that age.
Right.
And the doctors just was really amazed, bro. Like it was no after effects, bro. Like she's 100% fine. She got to keep going back every 6 months to just, double check that other kidney because she is living with one kidney now.
Mm.
That kidney is strong, bro. Her blood pressure is down. Where I could say I helped was, excuse me, just helping her switch her eating habits, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
just eating a little bit better, and
Mm-hmm.
also juicing, bro. I do that now too. Well, I actually buy it. I don't do it, but
Mm.
um, just juicing, bro. Just getting all of those fruits and vegetables every day in one sitting. You know what I'm saying? You just drink it.
Yeah.
You got all the nutrients you need per day. So I kind of got her hip to, juicing and stuff, and she done lost some weight now, and you know what I mean. She feeling good.
Well, that's what's
Feeling
up,
good,
man.
bro.
I mean, shit, and if and for y'all, I mean, you can shout your Instagram out. I'll do it if you want me to, but definitely
Do
got
it.
to go on the page. You know what I'm saying, and and go follow Talir on his Instagram. You got the whole post up there from beginning to end. I watched it, bro. Not gonna lie, I got a little emotional when she was on the phone, and I don't know who was on the other line, but they were
Oh my
praying, and
gosh, bro. That
you know what I'm
was
saying, and y'all, you know what I mean, just y'all having that type of relationship. That was seeing her like, you know, and then I could tell. It's funny when you said that, like, it was almost like she didn't. The doctors was amazed at how like quick she recovered. Like the next day after the surgery, she was good, because when I was watching the video, it was like she went from like hospital, bedridden, then like the next day she walking down the aisle. And I'm like, what the
bro.
fuck? I was
Bro.
like, yo, I'm like, damn, like I'm like, yo, did he take this like a couple days later? Like, I'm
No,
like, she came right out, just was walking.
bro. Even in that it was like day 3. You know, they wanted her to get up and try to move around. But most people, you
Yeah,
know,
that post
don't get
surgery,
up.
right?
Like it's
Yeah,
like, not yet. That's why I had to record it, bro. Like all of this just happened in the moment. I just was recording moments because I was just like, yo, who are you, yo?
yeah,
Like
that's crazy.
it was crazy, bro.
And for real, that's like kind of the same. This like the same way like my mom was. Like you could obviously sense that she was something, you know, neurologically was not right with her, and I noticed it very young.
Mm-hmm.
But like she would still be talking shit. She would still be, you know, like I want to like y'all ain't coming up here today. Oh, all right, yeah, y'all need to find your way to get up here. Y'all need to come see me. Da, da, da. And y'all need to do this, that, and the third. And she would always get up and try to move around. And I'm like, Mom, you gotta chill.
Gotta
She would
chill,
always be
man.
moving around and like doing things. And it's like they in their head, they don't hear none of that. They don't see that, you know, they don't see that, you know, all right, I gotta chill. I got, you know, my kidneys not all the way together. I got MS. Like they don't see none of that. And that gives us strength as
Mm-hmm.
men. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably how you were able to get through JUCO, because I never went to JUCO, but I heard stories. So I need you to tell me how that
Oh
life
my
was,
gosh. Oh my
because
gosh.
because for you got the strength from moms. Obviously, she holding it down, but you went the JUCO route after you done got all these letters, after you done got everything from, you know, all these coaches. Like where did you go to JUCO? What
Bro.
school was it, and how long was you there? And talk me through that process, because I'm sure that was some shit. I never touched JUCO. Kind of wish I did, but hey, you gotta tell me how that route went.
JUCO. So I didn't even know what that was, bro. You know, referencing back to just young and dumb. Um, in terms of recruitment, I was always intellectually aware, but I mean
Mm-hmm.
young and dumb in terms of, you know, recruiting and all of that. So yeah, bro. So I actually went on visits too. Let's start there. So high school,
Of course, yeah.
I went on a few visits to a few different schools, and I actually verbally committed to University of Connecticut. All of this, and didn't even realize, bro, you don't have the grades. What are you doing? Um,
Did you post it? You posted it. You was
bro, bro.
you
The
posted it on the
poacher,
story.
the picture is probably still on Facebook as we speak, bro.
No.
Probably, bro. I ain't been on there
Wow.
in years, but so yeah, saying that to say, you know, found out I couldn't go D1. Then it's like, what do you do? Then a few high school coaches was helping me, like, oh, this JUCO. I didn't really understand it. Um, so then I went to the first JUCO I went. Mind you, I'm 18, never been out this. Well, I've been out the state for some track events, but I ain't really been far like that. 18, I
Right.
moved to San Jose, California, bro. I go to San Jose City College. It's a junior college. I heard from San Jose State, a few Pac-12 schools, and they were like, you know, you come here for 2 years, you get qualified, transfer out, we'll take you. Boom. So I got there. Um, the head coach is, you know, promising me an apartment. JUCO, nothing's promised. You have no scholarship for everybody listening. It's 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 a very that's a crazy decision to make, but sometimes you kind of you forced into it, like me. What else was I
Mm-hmm.
going to do? I had to go to JUCO. So nothing's promised. I get to the, you know, university. I'm in we in practices and stuff like that. The coach is telling me, "Hey, I'm a co-sign and get you an apartment so you can get squared away." Mind you, it's July, August, so we already in camp practicing and stuff like that. Coach
Mm.
comes to me, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable co-signing. This is your first time having an apartment." Me and like three other guys. So long story short, I'm like, yeah, I gotta leave then, cause I'm from Camden. My mom don't got it. I don't got it. I came out here solely on the word of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's when I learned JUCO and coaches sometimes lie. And yeah, so end up not getting an apartment. Leave there, transfer to another JUCO. So I leave San Jose City, California, transfer to New York, Hudson Valley Community College. That's another JUCO. Get there, the head coach that was recruiting me leaves.
Mm.
So now I don't know who this head coach is. So I get there, he don't know me, didn't recruit me. So this is the year after high school. I didn't even
Mm.
play football. So I went to two different JUCOs and end up not even playing my year after high school. From being this big, D1 recruit, all of that, to really being humble and understanding like, you know, you gotta adapt to life. Like I didn't know none of this was about to happen. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
stay there for a semester. Didn't play football because I didn't know the coaches. Coaches ain't know me, so I'm just an extra body. So I decided not to play. I was talking to another JUCO. That's where I transferred at L.A. Pierce Junior College. Went back to California. Stayed there for 2.5 years. That was a crazy 2 years. Just I'm gonna tell you the
So
living
hold. So
situation,
you. So this is year 3 out of high school.
bro. This is year going into year 2 out of high school.
Okay. All
Like
right. So
that
you 2 years
spring,
out of high school.
the spring before the following season is when I transferred to LA Pierce, bro.
Damn.
So that
So
first
when did?
year, I didn't even play football. A lot of people don't even know that.
Damn. So then, all right. So when did FIU get in the mix?
That's what I was going to next. So stayed at LA Pierce 2 years. Living situation crazy. Still nothing promised. No scholarship. Stayed in a 2 bedroom with 12 dudes.
No. You said 2 bedroom with 12 dudes.
2 bedroom with 12 grown
How
men,
the
bro.
how what how?
Everybody was just on the same energy. Like, hey, it's just about football. We here. This is where we're gonna sleep. But when we wake up, we're going to the field. We're gonna grind. We're gonna figure it out. So that's the
So was it
mentality
like
of.
a 2 bedroom townhouse or was it like an apartment?
It was an apartment, bro. So it was.
So who got the rooms?
I end up getting in the room because you feel me. I had to finesse,
All
but
right.
but I had to share the room with two other people. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, you just
And
got
then
the head.
everybody, and then the other room had three people. And
Okay.
then after that, you got figured out. Like you got the living
Yeah.
room. You got to make it
Was
work.
there furniture? Like did y'all have furniture and
We
all
had
that?
a little couch, but it was a lot of air mattresses.
Air
Like I know
mattresses.
somebody that slept on
Damn.
the air mattress the whole 2 years. Like
Damn.
JUCO is not. It ain't
So
it.
if you had it, so when you got I know you had a little moment to step out and all that, and when you brought something back to the crib, they had to get out the room.
They had to get out the room, or niggas. I don't know if I can say niggas, or niggas would try to cop, bro. I don't feel like moving. So that was difficult.
Oh
Bringing stuff
man,
back it was good to, what I mean, meet somebody. She got a car. She from there.
yeah.
Then you could move around, which I ultimately got to do. But
It all you know what? It makes sense now. What type of time you was on this state? Oh, all right. Now it's starting to come together. Now why you was on your type of time in state? Okay, you had a lot of
hey,
history with the
yo,
with the trying to cop Jones with cars and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, word. Oh, all right. Yeah. Got my man coughing on the pod. See, yeah, he know. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna just go ahead. We gonna segue in the we ain't gonna talk about Talir's dating in state, but yeah, it makes sense now. He was He was a top flight security of the world, Craig.
Hey, yo. I'm
Top
really
flight
choking.
security.
Woo. Oh,
My boy,
shoot.
my boy went down the wrong pipe. You good over there, King?
Sheesh. Yo, bro, you ever had liquor go down the wrong? Oh, my gosh.
Oh man, yeah.
Woo. It just
It
got
takes
real.
you out to wake up. Yeah. What you sipping
Damn.
on?
I forgot what I was saying, bro. I almost died.
What you was sipping on?
Just a little Moscato. I mean, it's a little Moscato. I could show. I don't know how
Oh, a
you.
little wine.
A little wine, bro. It's a different
Yeah.
Moscato though, not the regular joint. It's a classic.
Okay. Yeah. Nah, it all makes sense though. I mean, I put two and two together now because that's crazy though. I ain't even gonna hold you 12 because I heard a lot of stories about JUCO and like I feel like last chance and all that like it gives it a little bit, but it don't give you everything.
Mm-mm.
And it's like you saying 12 dudes in a 2 bedroom
Two
apartment
bedroom.
is crazy. And then you say you was getting to FIU. You was like FIU. How did that come about? Like,
So had two pretty good seasons, bro. At at Pierce, LA Pierce, and that school was it was dope because at that time we was like one of the best JUCOs in the nation. We sent like
mm-hmm,
13 guys D1 my year. We
mm-hmm.
had the number one player in the nation, so it was one of them JUCOs
So
where
it was like one of them feeder schools. They got
yeah,
you in, got you out. Okay,
yeah,
that's
like
what's up.
every practice, USC and all these, they would be there, bro. We had a few guys actually went to USC, but yeah, after that, bro, went to FIU. That's when I got to FIU, bro.
Was it like a culture shock? Like was it LA Pierce now I get FIU? I mean FIU for those who don't know, I mean FIU is a mid major school, Division 1. You know what I mean, but it's still Division 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know. I didn't do enough. I didn't do a lot of research on FIU. I should have to see like what type of people they put in the league. But
Mm-hmm.
you tell me when you got there, like what was that like from JUCO?
Uh, it was a lot better, bro, because obviously, you feel me. I have my own apartment now. Obviously, I
Yeah.
got a roommate, but D1, if anybody's familiar, you got more than enough space.
Mm-hmm.
More than enough space. So that was first. Like I was just grateful, bro, to be in a position like that. Like leaving from that, 12 people in 2 bedroom and struggling, and it was just tough, bro. But yeah, finally getting to my goal, man. That was a personal goal of mine. Like I just wanted to fulfill again being a
Mm-hmm.
D1 athlete. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, I almost missed that opportunity with my decisions as a young bull. But yeah, it was dope, man. South Beach was 20 minutes, bro. It was in Miami for real, for real. Um,
Sheesh.
that was a good experience. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was dope,
Why
bro.
why didn't it work out though? Like what ended up happening that should cause you? Because obviously that's how we ended up meeting. You ended up
Yep.
at state. Like what happened at FIU? Why didn't it work out?
So another, obviously not obviously, but another coaching change.
Oh
That's so
yeah, I forgot
crazy,
about
man.
that.
Learning about how coaches operate and think, and now being a coach, it's just like, yo, life becoming full circle, bro. But yeah, I got there. I actually got there late too. So in junior college, before you transfer, you have to get your AA degree.
Yeah.
And I was missing one class. I was supposed to leave in the spring. For all athletes listening, if you can get to a school in the springtime, you have a head start on everybody coming in camp. For
Mm-hmm.
all the athletes, I don't know what level, well, obviously high school or college, but if you can get to a camp or get to that school or even graduate high school early and leave and get to your school in the springtime, you got a head start on everybody. The coaches know who
Right.
you are. You know the game plan. You know what's expected from you. But I'm saying all that to say, I was supposed to be a December graduate and be able to get to FIU in the spring, but I needed one more class. and I wasn't able to go until fall camp, meaning I got there August 1st, and that's just that's tough. It's tough to really get the ball rolling when you get there that late, especially being a JUCO guy, because you
Mm-hmm.
got high school guys that been in the system, you got guys that came in the spring, transfers, et cetera, et cetera. So
Right.
ultimately, I was supposed to redshirt, um, but I just wanted to play, bro. I could blame myself again, just being accountable, bro. I really should have redshirted just based off the scenario. Just getting there August 1st, the first game is September 6th. That's just not, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
You're trying. Yeah. Right. It's but it's like what you what the message is that you the difference between it's like and I know as coaches and players there's a huge difference between spring and fall, spring ball
100%.
and fall season. Spring ball, you just trying to build what your roster is going to look like. You're trying to see who's actually good, who's shitty, and we're going to weed out the shitty motherfuckers, and we're going to bring in the people that we're going to build our unit around these specific guys, but we're going to give everybody an opportunity to show their skill set because we're not competing against nobody but us.
That part.
Fall camp, you're you're literally their dog days are you're just trying to make sure that your guys are in the best physical shape and you're trying to prepare and run these specific plays with these specific people because you got a game coming up. So what you're saying is, and what people will catch the message is like, get there in the spring because you can just let them hang. You can let them hang. You can fuck up as many times as you want, but you can get as many reps as you need because the coaches aren't they're not preparing against anything. They're just trying to see who can fill a jersey and
That
what
part.
guys they could put on the field. But with you, I can understand, and especially with the back specifically, you guys are all on a pitch count. All
Oh,
running backs have a pitch count. All
100%.
backs practices where like this guy's gonna get this amount of reps, this guy's getting this guy's getting this. If you're that third or fourth guy, you might get 2 reps. Like unless you getting inside run drill, unless you're getting 7 on 9 on 7, you're barely getting any reps. So
Yep,
you're coming in the fall behind guys that have been there in the spring. Probably the back that played last year that's coming
definitely.
back. They not checking for you like that. So did you
No.
like? Were you on special teams? Were you like? What was you doing to try to at least get some film?
Well, I actually worked. They actually still have it on the website. I don't know why, but it says in my bio, it says I got there. I was progressing through the depth chart, and that was true because I got
Mm-hmm.
there late.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was like six, six. I think we had 6 or 7 backs, and I was obviously last on the depth chart. I got there.
Right.
They threw me any number. Like it was
Probably
tough.
like 47 or some shit like
Literally,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I feel you, yo. That
Literally.
shit is
So
crazy.
that was tough. They didn't really believe
Yeah.
believe in me just yet, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And it was um, I was recruited by a different staff, but so I just just kept grinding, bro. Just having that dog JUCO mentality. I got all the way up to like 2-3. I actually end up getting in 4 games, and that's where I messed up because um, I really was supposed to redshirt, and that was my decision. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
just once my mind is locked, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna take all their spots. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of ego. Um, I tried to do that, and I really did work my way up. But being in those 4 games at that time, it's uh, the rule is out. They don't even have this rule anymore. But if you play 3 or more games, it counts
Yeah.
as an
They
entire
take the
season.
red shirt. Yep.
So my red
Mm-hmm.
shirt was gone. I only played in 4 games. Was productive in those games, I guess. But I could have just sat out, got better. You feel me? Continued to progress, get faster, get stronger. All et cetera, et cetera. But I chose to, play and try to work my way up, and ultimately that took my whole junior year away. And the back that was in front of me was a freshman, from Florida, highly touted, recruited highly, um, and it as a senior, that's not what you want to go into
Right.
next year. So I'm like, I'm gonna look into transferring, and
Yeah.
I didn't realize again when you leave a D1 at that time, this rule isn't in effect anymore either. But when you leave, you have to go D2. Like,
Mm-hmm.
because at that time, once you transfer to D1 to D1, I know everybody's looking at the transfer portal now and probably don't. This is probably foreign what I'm saying, but you couldn't transfer D1 to D1 like that. If you
Right. Unless you
transfer,
unless you sit a year, right?
unless you sit a year, and I was a
Right.
senior,
Yeah.
so I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, got to figure out what D2 to go to, and kind of just go from there. And that's where West Virginia State came in at, and met my brother, man.
Who the fuck? Yeah, I feel you, bro. Yeah, for sure. But who the fuck recruited you to go to West Virginia State?
Bro, the fucking OC, bro. What is his name? What is his name?
Pennington.
No,
Oh
the
no,
one that
Coach
quit,
Quarter,
bro.
Coach Quarter, Coach Quarter. He's I couldn't stand boy.
Yo, he really quit during the season.
Yeah, I look, bro. He was trash. He
That
was
was
trash.
nuts.
He was the worst OC like that I ever had. Like he was awful. I mean, I ain't even going. I mean, we don't even got to put his name in it. But Scott Porter, like you were trash. Like worst offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Like, boy, remember when we used to bring us all in and do the first 15, and he'd be running through all them percentages. I'm like, come on,
All
gang.
for
Like
what?
you for what? Just to score 7 points? I felt so bad for the defense, dog. I was like, yo, this is crazy, man. This is unbelievable. But you listen, I state what it was. I
Hmm.
mean, I guess when I'm only going to talk about state from the standpoint of like you came to state super humble. So like I'm assuming that at this point you were just like, look, it is what it is. I'm just going to go out here, rock out, and do what I need to do.
Literally that, bro. Just been through everything I just been through, jumping 4 or 5 different colleges, and
Yeah,
I'm just like, yeah, I just want to play football. I just want to play
right.
football. I just want to see if I can still possibly get to the league, see what, wherever to take me. But at that point, bro, it was. I keep referring to ego, but that was going, bro. It was. It
Yeah,
was life humbled me enough, like that. I don't live with that at all at this point, bro. Currently.
right. Yeah, you was super humble, man. You was definitely one of the most humblest teammates like I think I probably ever had. Humble from a standpoint like you was already good, but like coming from D1, coming to D2, you really never like made it a big like you never like was one of them like to put on the front and you really stayed to yourself. Like you hardly ever was out. You step out a little bit, but you always kind of stayed to yourself. Um, and then you get overseas and you playing overseas. That was you won a championship overseas. I mean, just how like that whole situation of doing that because that was probably another big deal. Like, how did you even make that happen and like that experience for you? Like, what was that like?
So that happened because so after college, after state, I got an opportunity to go work out for the Chicago Bears. When it worked out, ultimately that didn't work out. When it worked out for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers in the CFL,
Mm-hmm.
ultimately that didn't work out. Not from just talent, but just I had some personal things going on, and I actually pulled my hamstring running the 40 at the CFL combine. But outside of that, so after college, I played for. I got the shirt on right now. Team USA. So basically,
Mm-hmm.
it was just like college players picked from all over the nation. Um, kind of came together, and it was sort of like a, how do you say? Because it wasn't one game. It was like a tournament. It was like a 4-game tournament. We played against different countries at
Mm-hmm.
the Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio. Um, but I'm saying that to say during that time, it was a lot of networking and obviously coaches from all over the world, China, Australia, France, et cetera, et cetera. Um, European Football League coaches was there as well, and I just was really like networking. Some of the guys I spoke to was kind of getting me hip, like, yo, it's it's football overseas, like, and I'm like, soccer, like I wasn't fully
Right.
aware. Um, but yeah, I just was networking during that time, and then made my profile on this little website. I think it was Europlayers.com. Um, and right there, you put your film up, your height, weight, all of that, and you kind of it's recruiting again. You know what I'm saying? Coaches contact you, contact them. Uh, I end up getting contact by the Tonon Black Panthers in France. Um, Legendary European Football League team. They won a bunch of championships. They located in France, and they was just coming off a championship 2 years prior. And they was looking for a running back, slot receiver, whatever. Um, so I got connected through Euro players, and it went from there, bro. Just flew me out, met the coaches. Um, yeah, man, met the coaches, kind of traveled around town, got acclimated, got my equipment and stuff. Um,
You was
and
over there
that
for
was
how long?
go ahead, say it again.
You was over there for how long? Sorry to cut you off, but how long was you over there?
Just one season, bro.
Oh, okay.
Just one season. Had a good season. We didn't win the entire championship, but we won like I don't even know how you. It's like different championships in Europe, bro. It's not like one just big joint.
It's
So we
like a different
won.
crown or something.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was it was dope, but um yeah, bro. It was a good experience. The only thing was the language barrier, bro.
But I know you ain't even matter. All you knew was just bring your ass over to the crib and get
Bro,
drilled, wasn't it?
I was Google Translate king.
Damn.
Google
You was a
bro.
yo. You like just be honest. Yo, over there, like you was a celebrity over there, wasn't you?
I'm not even gonna lie. Not just me, obviously, but if you was American, it was over. It
It was
was.
over.
They just want to hear you. Like they just want to hear you. Like say something. So
Damn.
guys
How
like
many
us
bodies
who
you
know how
think you
to
had over there?
communicate well with women. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah. How many bodies you think you done had over there?
yeah, that's crazy. That's
I'm just, I'm,
cool.
just, I want to know, bro. I'm just like you over here. I just need to know, like,
Yo.
what was your body count over there?
It wasn't too. I really was messing with like a consistent John for real, cause
Oh, okay.
she was nice, bro, and you feel me?
Would she have came to state like in like would she be like top three in state if she'd have came over to state?
You know what? I would say yeah, only because um I don't even know what she was mixed with. She had a different. She wasn't from France though. I think she was like from Brazil or something.
Oh
But
my
she
god.
had a story herself. Like she moved to France because you know what I'm saying. So
She Brazilian in France. Oh my
yeah,
god.
she was a little
I can
different.
only
That's still
imagine
my
what she looked
homie to
like.
this day, man. She cool, man.
Oh, so you still clipping? Got it. All right. So yeah. Oh, so I gotta ask you, bro, because like I think about it all the time, bro.
Yeah,
Like, when did you know it was over? Like, when did you know? All right, let's hang up the cleats. When because I know for us that retirement is once we get to that point of retirement, it's like damn, and you look back, you think you can still get out here and go crazy on the
that
jumpers. Now
part.
you coaching, so you still trying to like make sure you still got it. Like, when did you know it was over?
You want me to keep it real, bro?
Absolutely.
When I got to state,
Damn, for
I'm
real.
gonna keep it real, bro. I really had to think about that because like D1, everybody's mind is league. It don't. You
For
could be the
sure.
seventh string, bro. Everybody on the team, mine is I'm getting to the league. When I got to state, that's when life hit me again and was like, everybody don't feel like that.
Mm.
So everybody's not going to work towards that. So
Mm.
ultimately, you are a product of your environment to an extent.
Mm-hmm.
So I found myself just not being less motivated, but it was more so like, you know what, I'm gonna have fun with this shit. Like it wasn't like league or bust. I was still trying, but I knew in the back of my mind, like, yeah, this might not be the environment to even help me get there.
Yeah.
You,
No, that's
you
facts.
get me,
That's
bro?
crazy. That's crazy that you said that too, man. Cause I'm gonna keep it a bean with you too. Like, I my recruiting visit was trash. Like, I to this day don't know why I committed to state. We never saw the football field.
Mm,
Didn't see the stadium. They took us to a room. I never forget who I was with. I was with my boy who they cool people, and I'm not putting the burden on them. My boy Ballhead, Josh Johnson, who was a receiver, and I was with Landon, who, he was a DJ at the time.
yeah.
Still is a DJ. They called him Blue Star. But on my recruiting visit, I never forget it, bro. It was me. It was a bundle. It was a group of us. They did a group visit. I get out there, we sit us down, we sit them down, sit everybody down, we eating, we around the players, whatever. Now, mind you, this team just came from being 0-10. They didn't win a game. And then when you came, we weren't shit either.
Mm-hmm.
And we eating or whatever. And I remember Mama Howard. You remember Mama Howard?
Yes.
Yeah. So Mama Howard coming around, she's showing all the players love. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a nice little vibe, collegey, whatever. Like they ordering this food, we in the dorms. So I'm in there in the dorm. I never forget it was, and you probably don't remember him. He was after you, but it was Dulce, who was from Florida,
Mm-hmm.
Rasta, you mean one of them, and Wig. You remember Wig
Mm-hmm.
from Florida? So I'm with them, and Wig got the grills in his mouth or whatever. He got the goldies in his mouth, and then I'm with Josh and I'm with Landon, and we outside in the middle of the campus, right. Right. It used to be Gore Hall. When you
Mm-hmm.
got there, that's when they put Keith up.
Yep.
But like if you take Keith out, there was a dorm on the left and there was a dorm on the right. So we was on the dorm on the left. We was behind. That was Gore Hall. We
Mm-hmm.
blowing behind Gore Hall. This is my recruiting visit. This is the stuff that we preach to our players not to do
That
on
part.
recruiting visits.
That part.
Bro, I'm in there and just chilling with them. And again, it's no fault of theirs. They just being with theirs. But it's
Right.
crazy that you said that. Like, State did not give you a feel like, oh, like there's something beyond this. Like,
No.
and people tried. You did. I did. You know what I'm saying? This boy Aubrey that, shout out to Aubrey, was a running back, did. A couple of us did. Irv did. Like, but you just get the state, and it's like, you look at the field, you look at the stadium, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we ain't going nowhere. And what we do after the game? First of all, game days was not that lit. Like, I'm sure at FIU, y'all game days, at least it felt like a game day. For us, it just felt like
Definitely.
a regular ass weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And after the games, like, obviously we would lose, but like, it wasn't nothing going on after the games. Just campus would be dry. So it's like, you just don't get that feel. It's not motivating enough
Mm-mm.
unless you're self motivated. And it's crazy you say that, because I was going to ask you when we wrapped up about, you got to get a recommendation from me, and maybe we do it. Like, we got to get out there and we got to holler at DG.
Definitely.
Like, we got to holler at DJ, because I think, like, for those who don't know DG, Dennis Gardick, and I'm hopefully you see this and you jump on here with me and
Mm-hmm.
Lear.
Mm-hmm.
He can't, like, the things that I saw that dude do at State, how he was so disciplined and how he never went out and he just stayed in his room, and he had an ace. He didn't even play his first year at State.
Mm-hmm.
And this boy is a captain on the Arizona Cardinals right now, from the same school that me and you talking about.
Literally.
Like, so we gotta get DG. I gotta
For
holler at
sure. For
DG.
sure.
Dennis Gardick, man. He just, I think he proposed to Cody and all that. Remember
Mm-hmm.
Cody from sophomore? Yeah, sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Shout out to DG, man, because
Definitely.
you right, bro. You right. Like,
Bro.
it's crazy that you even, like, I ain't gonna lie, you just fucked me up with that, because you said you got the state and felt like that and still tried to push through that.
Still tried.
Yeah, that's
Got
wild,
got
man.
got got to accomplish some things, but Not to that, the level of, hopes and dreams and what I mean.
That's wild. Because I still remember. I don't know. You remember Coach Blau, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Coach Blau. I never forget the moment. So quick little throwback. I'll never forget the moment where like I kind of like you had already certified it for me that you was like, you know what I'm saying, one of them ones like you was about your business, and that's why I always fuck with you. But I never forget, it was after we played Lockhaven and Coach Blau did that bullshit, and he pulled me from the starters in practice. And we gonna get into coaching, but the one common rule as a coach at any level, high school, college, pros, any level, any changes to the depth chart, you tell the players before they go out on the practice field.
Hello.
That's like that's like golden rule number one as a coach. You
Mm-hmm.
make any depth chart changes, you bring the player into your office, have a conversation, and let them know before they step on the field. I learned that from coaching at
Just
Auburn.
common courtesy. You would
Common
think.
courtesy, bro. So Bull, we called right after Lockhaven. Mind you, I didn't have a bad game against Lockhaven. That was the one out of the two games that year we won. He calls out the ones. I'm running out. He was like, "Yo," he was like, "DG." I don't know if you remember Damian Garrett. He came from Marshall. He was a
Mm-hmm.
receiver. So shout out to Dame too. He was cool. He a Q.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, "Dame, go in." Shannon, Benny, Benefield, come on. I'm looking and I'm like, "What?" So this is right during practice, and Coach Porter, little dumbass, just sitting there co-signing and shit, not saying nothing. Mind you, I'm your returning starter, all conference from the previous year. I already then put in all this work, built my resume up. Like it ain't. I'm not saying I'm not untouchable, but like, come on, bro. Like I was here before y'all. Like
Right.
I'm a Monroe recruit. I have nothing to do with Anderson.
Right.
So then I get to that. Just make a long story short. So that end of that practice, I pulled Blood outside, and I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And I never forget. You probably don't remember this, but you were doing sprints after
Okay.
practice, and you was doing it with a ball. Like you had the ball. That's why I brought the ball on. You was doing sprints after practice, and you was running. Like we had already finished practice. You took off your pads. You had the ball, and I was standing because we was right by that little dirty ass chicken coop,
Yep.
and you was doing sprints. You was just doing half gestures with the ball. And I was like, and I think after I got done with Blah, I think I ran like two with you. But I was just like, yeah, that was like, all right, yeah, he him. Like you know what I'm saying? He definitely by his work. So it's crazy how you even said that. Like that fucked me up just now. Cause it's
Bro.
like you would already come to grips with like, yeah, it's over. Like when you got to stay, that's crazy. So I guess my next really going into now that we then kind of went through high school and college is like what made it so
Mm-hmm.
important to get back to Camden and start coaching.
Really, bro. I said it earlier. Just really trying to be who I wanted. Honestly, bro.
Mm,
Just trying to be like, cause I didn't have no male figure that was relatable and know how to speak and really about his business that I could look up to and just be like, yo, not that I want to be like him, but like that's a good example because in Camden, you know what I'm saying, outside of my family, you know what I mean, they were good examples, but you don't really look around and see nothing that you want to be like. You know
mm,
what I'm saying? Like, so for me, it was really just this was calculated too, bro, because I know I wanted to come back. When I got back home from overseas and all of that, like I wanted to touch home base and be able to just help kids that was like me, because I spoke on my ego and all of these things as a young kid. I'm dealing with the same type of kids right now, bro. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Like it's but the good thing about it is I can now speak from going through exactly where your mental state is at. Like I've been there and I've done that. And go on my gram or go on Google. You can see these things. You know what I'm
mm.
saying? Like you can. So it's believable coming from me and not just me. Other people in my scenario too that just want to touch back home and just be a good example, bro. Really.
What's the consistent message to him? And like, what's the consistent message? And if there's like somebody that you kind of like, because we all had them. When I was coaching, it's crazy. I'm using coaching in the past tense, but I put my arm around them. You know what I
Definitely.
mean? What's the message that you consistently giving? And is there that one or two guys that you kind of got your arm around? It's like, yeah, come on, youngin. Like we gonna go through this together because of those experiences that you had. Like, and it ain't gotta be the best player on the team either, but
Right.
you could do that too. But like, what's your message to these guys, and who you kind of put yourself in that space of like, all right, I'm gonna take you under my wing and show you how this go.
Really, bro. Honestly, like I try to do all of them, but obviously, I'm a running back coach, so I
Mm-hmm.
got really locking on my group. But my group know what's up, bro. Um, they know me in and out. They know how I feel every day. Um, they know how I feel about being a running back and what that really means. Like I was so football related. I would always say, it's a privilege to get the ball handed to you.
Mm-hmm.
Just really think about that. And I would break it down to them like, think about it. You're behind everybody's in front of you. So you mean to
Mm-hmm.
tell me the coach says, turn around, give this kid the ball, and go against 11 guys? You know how special that is? No
Mm-hmm.
other position can say that. You know what I'm saying? So I just really emphasize it to him like it's a privilege
Mm-hmm.
to get the ball handed to you every single play. Receivers, they gotta run and hope it comes.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterbacks, they gotta worry about reading this, and this. Running backs, we are sitting waiting for the ball to be handed to us, and we gotta carry it with that privilege. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's like my that's like my main, my main joint, and that falls right into ball security. Because if we appreciate and we're grateful enough to get the ball handed to us, why would we put it on the ground?
Right.
It's
Why
that
would you give it
precious.
back? Yeah,
It's that
I feel
precious. So
that.
that's really, I just kind of spit it to him in that way. Like it's you really got to carry it like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
this means something. This could change your life. This shit had me in L.A., Miami, Europe, like. And once those talks start happening, they really understand. Like, nah, even if I don't get to the league, like, coach seen a lot. Coach met a
Yeah.
lot of people. Like, I could at least leave Camden and travel, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. So I'm glad you brought that up because you actually answered my other question. I was going to show you your philosophy of coaching because I had to coach running backs for 1 year, and bro, it was the most like humbling experience I ever had because it's so different than playing wide out because like you're right, like you're dependent, like you literally, it's the most I would say outside of playing QB, it's the most dependent position because you really got to have all the other 10 guys doing their job. But for you, the thing that I appreciated so much about why like I was coaching to actually see it is the science behind playing a position. Like there's so much like there's things you can't even watch on TV
mm-hmm,
about the position. It's like, wow, like I appreciated Le'Veon Bell way more. And I know people look at him and be like, oh, he's the like guys like him, guys like Shady,
mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? Because like 9 times out of 10, they created gaps for themselves
That
because
part,
like gaps weren't there.
that part.
Like, and you really gotta be patient as fuck to play the position because like it almost like it's like and I wish I would have had all this when I was coaching backs. It's like I would have like I'd have created this scenario of it being similar to like pledging.
Mm-hmm,
You're almost never right.
mm-hmm.
Like even if the play's supposed to start in the A gap, you 9 times out of 10 will never end up in the A gap. You're either
Right.
going to end up in the B or C gap. It's just because of the way it's because of the variables. Because of like you said, you literally are waiting on somebody to hand you the ball, but like the play can be designed to go here.
Mm-hmm.
But 9 times out of 10, if you get to that second level, you on your own.
That
The
part.
play's over. If you get past the line of scrimmage, the play is over. Meaning that now it's in your hands to make a
All
play.
you.
It's all you. And I swear, like when I was coaching backs, I was like, damn, this shit is crazy. Like I should have hit you up more too. I when I was coaching backs because you'd have gave me a lot more than what I had because I ain't gonna lie, I was coaching them like receivers.
Bro,
I was
they say,
coaching them.
but they do say you a coach, bro. They say if you could coach a position you ain't played, you can coach anything.
Very true. Very
So
true. I mean, I coach the shit out of O line, but I ain't. And they don't ask me what the steps and shit is all that. I coach them. You know what I mean? But I do. But I want to ask you a question too because you're dealing with youngins.
yeah,
How do you? How are you? If doing anything, keeping this whole social media thing with them because the whole job situation, obviously, I feel like that's gonna impact the youngest more than it impact like the old heads. We just speaking like, yo, bro, this is what you. But the youngest, that people that look at him and people that see the type of influence that he has, like when that happened, the first time, even like, what was your message if you did like pull your group aside and have those conversations when it's like not about ball and X's and O's? Like, what are you saying to them when situations like that happen? Because I thought it was some bullshit, like, and I think that the thing that's fuck the money, it's the youngins that's getting affected by the shit that he's doing. What was your message to your guys based off your experiences, like, and seeing
right.
that?
Well, for starters, the Josh situation, man. That's the topic of all topics. You know, everybody kind of speaking on that. But honestly, bro, a lot of the guys viewed it like, yo, he's dumb. He's dumb. Like they already got it. Like they
Okay.
understood that, like, yo, what do you like? This isn't a good decision. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? And then, being in the city and Camden, a lot of these kids got peoples that is in the mix in that way and toting guns too. And some of them might have played a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But um, I really haven't had that. Like, I haven't had a kid where I feel like he's he's one step away from the streets or still in the streets but coming to practice. I haven't personally came across that yet. We've been blessed to have, like, some good kids. Obviously some of them are still knuckleheads, but not to the extent of on the block and waving guns on live and they know they can't even they know that you'll never be on the field again in Camden because we don't play about guns over here because people really get shot here. So it's
Mm-hmm.
not even like that's not a like I don't know where Ja's from, but um that's not we don't even play like that. Like if you pull a gun, from out here, it might go up
Right.
because that's not even nothing to play with. So to answer your question, I haven't really had to speak to them in that way because they already commenting on it like, yo, he's a how kids talk. He's a goofy. Oh, he's a goofy. What is he doing? You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, that's good.
they
That's
get
good.
that, bro. They luckily they get that,
That's
bro.
good. I
For
mean, that's
real.
good. I'm at least encouraged to hear that because like I thought about all the youngins like coming up, youngins that like if I was still coaching, like bro, you fumbling a huge bag, and especially the ones that's in the like trenches, like in Camden and like North Philly, Baltimore, like even like places DC, like like then my mind immediately went to them because I'm like, and then the
Mm-hmm.
fact that you were in a leadership position, so it's good to hear that they at least are having that, they got that in their head already.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah, they
that's
understand
not
that.
something that's cool. Um, so what's next for you, bro? Like, I mean, as we bringing this to the end, what's
Mm-hmm.
next for you? Like, what's some things that you got going on right now? I mean, I know we talked about it a little bit, and if you want to kind of, you don't have to, but I know you got a procedure coming up. But like, any
Mm-hmm.
positive things you got going on? Because I ain't talked to you in a while, man. So like, tell me something good. What's going on with you? What's next for my dog?
Next, bro, I need to. I'm really kind of loading up, bro. Like building it. Like, um, I already trained a few guys. I got a few college guys, bro, on the low though. Like, I don't have the brand out yet, but I want to actually, get the LLC, get the logo. Really, really, really step in the direction of personal training, specific
Okay.
positions. So running back specifically. You know what I'm saying? And then ultimately like having camps, bro. So for starters, just building that clientele, getting guys, getting them better, and then ultimately, bro, like having a annual camp in the city in Camden. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
For you know middle school up, free camp. You know what I mean? Come out, learn a little bit. Have some of my guys that I train there to speak. Some coaches. You can even you'll probably most likely be invited, bro. Come through, talk to the youngins. You can even do a pod. You know what I'm saying? So that's all like within the next year or two. But right now, just kind of, just really like getting better at specific training, bro. Because you would know of all people,
Mm-hmm.
coaching the position during the season and actually being a personal trainer to develop certain
Yeah.
characteristics is two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mm-hmm.
love being a coach because it's also you teaching and they learning and all of that. But personal training, we could really dive in on the details. You
Yeah.
feel me? This is what's gonna get you better. This jump cut rather than that speed cut. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that's next, bro. I kind of got a name in my head, but I haven't really put it on paper yet. But that's what's gonna be next, bro, for sure.
Shit, man, I'm excited for it. Anything you need from me, you already know I got you. You
Hmm.
definitely not travel wise far enough, where I
Bro, I
can't
thought
hit you.
about pulling. I'm like, yo, should I pull up?
I wanted you.
I
I low
thought about
key.
that, bro.
I low key was. I didn't know what your situation was. I was low key like you could have just came through. I mean, it's good that we doing this now. I mean, it's great, just to see you. But yeah, I thought about it too. I just didn't know like your schedule and all that. I didn't know if you was able to get down here.
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, it's definitely listen. I mean, this ain't got to be the first time. You know
Definitely,
what I mean? We could chop it up about anything. You could pull up on me. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it's just good to see you, bro.
bro.
Honestly,
It's
I'm
good
just
seeing
just
you
to
too,
check
bro.
up. You know what I mean? And I gotta hit you with some. I gotta just hit you with some quick hitters before we wrap this thing up. The first thing I'm gonna hit you with is your fondest memory of state.
Finest memory at state.
Was it a Camaro?
Hey, yo, you gotta relax. You
Chill, I
gotta.
know, yo. I gotta chill. I'm wilding. I'm wilding, yo. I'm wilding. I'm drawing. I'm
Hey,
doing too much.
yo, that's hilarious. Yo, for real, bro. You know what it was? I don't know if this count though because it wasn't at. It's Huntington, bro. Being being down in Huntington. If people don't know Huntington, West Virginia, that's where University of Marshall is. So you got that
Yeah,
D1 atmosphere. You got all the
yeah.
bars.
They got the shakies out there too.
You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So
Mm-hmm.
shooting down the Hun, bro, getting established down there. You know what I mean?
You said established.
Chill, bro.
Established is
Chill, bro.
crazy.
Chill, bro.
You said established. You know what established mean? You went down there more than once, and you had to, you got bricks down there.
um, you know.
Damn, he said established. It ain't even hot over there. I don't even know what you rubbing your hair for. Yo, he said established. That's
Nah,
crazy.
word
All right,
up though,
so
bro. That was probably the best
yeah, Hun
best
was lit
situation at
though.
state, bro. Cause that was that's where we
Hun was
went
definitely
to
lit.
have fun, bro.
Yeah, because we definitely wasn't going to Morgantown unless it was a real reason to go down there.
Yo,
Morgantown like two
speaking of
hours
that,
away.
the only time I've been, that was when I went with you, bro.
For real?
Morgantown.
Oh shit. Yeah.
We went out there randomly. I forgot who was with us.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who was with us.
I think it was one other person, actually. I don't know. Matter of fact, what's bro name? Damn. If he see this, he probably like, damn, bro. Bro, your boy with the glasses, brown skin, he's an alpha.
Malcolm?
Malcolm was with us.
Hey, that makes sense.
Malcolm, I think.
Actually, I remember that now. Yeah, we all
Mm-hmm.
slid out there. Yup, I
Mm-hmm.
remember. What was it? A party walk?
I
What
don't
was
even
it?
know what we did. I just know we was in West Morgantown, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
shit,
niggas was fucked
Morgantown,
up.
Hun. Yeah, Hun was definitely a vibe though. You definitely go to Hun for a nice little time.
Nah, definitely.
Um, all right, so then you a championship coach now and all that. You coaching back. So who the best back in the league right now?
Best back in the league. Best back in the league, bro.
Who was that?
So we got. Now I'm gonna show you the ring because you just
Oh
brought
yeah,
it up.
show me the ring. Yeah, for sure. All right. Yeah,
I don't know
that's
if you can
lit.
see it
Literally,
though.
I saw it on Instagram. Yeah. That thing, damn, that thing is that's real diamonds. That's real carrots in there.
This shit
That's
crazy.
real carrots. Yeah, that's definitely a good vegetable right there.
Definitely, bro.
That's
Definitely,
tough,
bro.
bro. Yeah, definitely.
I like that
Congratulations
you
on
asked
that.
me this though. Top. I'm gonna give you top five, bro. Or you want me to
Okay.
say best? Period. Just best.
I mean, you can give me your top five. It's cool.
No order. Christian McCaffrey. I'm a little biased, bro. You're gonna see. You're gonna see.
Yeah,
I got Christian McCaffrey. I got a lot of people might not agree with this, bro, but I'm a running back coach and I understand his value. Aaron
mm-hmm.
Jones, bro.
That's a wild card pick. A lot of people, but he's not like I see where you going with that though.
Consistent every year,
Yeah, I see where you going with that.
multiple. He's 10 plus touchdowns every year. Nobody talks about it though.
Yeah, I see where you going with that. That's a good pick.
Um, we got Christian, Aaron. I could say Derrick Henry. I kind of gotta say Derrick Henry, bro,
I mean,
because
it's your top five.
yeah, I gotta throw him in there. Be just based off the production and the longevity. Derrick Henry. Um, then this 4 and 5 get a little interesting. Um, damn, cause you got Dalvin Cook, you got Jonathan Taylor. Dang,
You got Josh Jacobs. You
you got
still got
Josh
Saquon working out
Jacobs.
there.
I'm gonna go Saquon. Um, I know he been banged up a little bit, but what he can do, bro, it's not he can't do.
Yeah,
Um, last one, I really want to go Jacobs, but if you peep, my backs can do multiple things. That's
they
why I
can.
was
Yeah.
hesitant about Henry, because
Mm-hmm.
he's one dimensional, and I feel like Jacobs is one dimensional too, bro. Low key. Um,
So then, would you would go like Alvin Kamara?
nah, not Kamara as a late. I like Kamara though. I'm gonna go. Damn, now I'm shooting a blank. How many backs? I'm gonna
I
go.
mean, you think of versatility. I
I
mean,
am. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
yeah. I that's why I kind of thought like, all right, like you said, you want to go with Kamara. I'm trying to think. Um, hmm.
I'm thinking ETN, but it's too early. It's way too early for that.
Oh, it's way too early for
Way
him.
too early.
It's super early. I mean, I mean, you kind of Dalvin.
That's what I'm. He just kind of
Dalvin would
sitting there.
be kind of be yeah. I had to say Dalvin at this point.
Yeah, gotta go
I'm
Dalvin.
trying, I don't even. I'm trying to go by division. Joe Mixon. I mean,
I go
he's
Dalvin
kind of
over Mixon.
versatile, but I see what you kind of doing with your list, though. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's not really, yeah. It's not really a lot of others out there that I would even think about. I know
Hmm.
we leaving somebody off the list. Like I'm
Yeah,
thinking like
because you could
Austin
go
Eckler.
Jacobs. We could go Mixon. We could go
Austin
Austin
Eckler, if you
Eckler.
want to. Yeah, I just don't like his name for real. Like, so I can't even like. I don't even like his name.
Uh,
But
yeah,
nah, bro. All
bro.
right, so Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, that was a wild card.
Hmm.
That's a good one. Derrick Henry just by default.
Yep.
Saquon and Dalvin Cook. I respect it, bro. I respect that
It's a
list.
lot of up and comers though,
I
man.
just hope my man DeAndre Swift stay healthy this year. Cause if
Oh,
he do, 1,200 yards.
bro, behind that line, yes,
1,200 yards if he stays healthy this year.
easily.
People sleeping on Swift like he not nice.
Very sleep. He been like that. He just been injured, bro.
Been hurt. Yeah, that's all that's been about. But yeah, bro, we gonna wrap this up, man. Really longer than what I anticipated, hour and 40 now. But it's been, I mean, I just wanted to chop it up with you, bro. You my dog. Regardless how long we go without talking to each other, it should be like this. Come back and just like pick up right where we left off.
Hmm.
Um, congratulations on all the success you've had up to this point. Definitely gonna keep you in the thoughts and prayers moving forward. You know what
Appreciate
I
that,
mean?
bro.
Mom Dukes, definitely give her my love. And
For
yeah, you gotta
sure.
come back out here, bro. You gotta come holler at me. We gotta do a live one, chop it up, and then go back to Sweet 11 and go crazy. You know what I mean?
Hey,
celebrate the
yo, I
celebrate the
forgot.
championship. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Shout
word
out to
though,
Sweet
bro.
11 too.
And I just
Um,
want to say too, bro, I'm proud of you too, bro, because
appreciate it,
nobody
bro.
know, bro. We had these talks probably like 4 years ago, 3, 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
bro. What's up with the podcast? We even talked about us doing a podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm really giving you your flowers, bro, because you ain't wait on me. You ain't wait on nobody. You came up with the name. You got your shit situated, and now it's rocking, bro. And it's all good content, bro. I'm grateful for, you feel me, being on here. It's just the beginning for you in this podcast. We gonna do another one, and you gonna keep leveling up too, bro.
For sure.
Had to
Nah,
give you your
hey,
flowers, my brother.
I appreciate it, Brody. I say it all the time, black men don't give each other flowers enough, man. And you know what I'm saying? Back then I was just throwing ideas out there,
Mm-hmm.
and I figured since like, I got all these thoughts and all these I ain't got no kids, somebody got
Mm-hmm.
here.
Facts, though.
So nah, I appreciate it, bro. And I mean, yeah, it ain't never too late, bro. It's we just getting started. So, you know
Definitely.
what I'm saying? We're gonna drop this one, tag you,
For
and then
sure.
we're gonna do another one. It's gonna be a live one. Then I'm gonna have to come to
For
Camden,
sure.
probably do one at the camps,
Bro, you
this
can.
summer.
Yes, bro. Yes.
For sure. Come
That'll
to the
be a good
camps,
joint.
holler at a couple of kids. We're gonna put Camden on the map. You putting Camden on the map already, you wear it proudly. And you know what I'm saying? I think if Camden don't give out any you don't give out any trophies, individual trophies for leadership, they need to start because you definitely need yours because you really repping your city for all the scrutiny that it gets or all the bad, Jones that people want to bring up about Camden, bro. You
Definitely.
you doing you doing it a service, you know what I'm saying, and they be proud. So you know what I'm saying? We wrapping this one up, man. I think this is what, 19 now? Yeah. So hopefully you'll be on 2021 and 22 and we can keep doing this thing, man. I'm working on my 5 points of pressure before I make sure I don't fumble this joint. Yeah, man. But it's OTM, man. We signing off. Know what it is, man. You
Appreciate
dig?
you, my brother.